Okay, this was a good book. I didn't know what to expect. It was kind of, I don't know that you would call it free verse or just straight poetry, but I read it straight through like a book, and it did flow like a story. It was very impactful, short read. This is juvenile fiction about a girl with autism, and it's told from her perspective, and I really enjoyed reading this. Then I started this one, but it just was not, I don't know, I'm such a mood reader, and I do actually want to read this book, but I was not feeling it, so I'm gonna pick that up another time. And then this was one that I picked up on a recommendation from Chantel, and I had high expectations for this. In fact, I almost impulse bought like the whole collection, but I tried getting into this one several times and ended up not finishing it, and I don't know that I'll pick up another one. Black Beauty, I started reading to the kids because they were interested in horses and still are. But this was actually kind of confusing for them to follow because the whole story is told from the horse's perspective. And they were kind of thrown off by that because horses don't talk for real. Okay, One Plastic Bag. This was a good one. We would pick this up again for sure. I would probably even buy it. It was a lot like, if you've seen our oldest library haul video, The Rainbow Weaver, about the girl and her mom in Guatemala. You hear Noble in the background here. Apples to Oregon. I almost impulse bought this on Book Outlet without knowing what it was like, and I'm so glad I checked it out first because it's actually a really goofy story, and that's just not really our family's thing with picture books. We still like it to be an accurate depiction of something, a serious depiction of it. Let's see here. Oh, Last Stop on Market Street. Okay, this was one that I really knew nothing about, but I've seen it so many times that I felt like it must be some sort of classic. And I did like the dialogue between the grandma and the grandson and the end of their journey. Ada's Violin. This was a really good one. If my husband reads it and cries, you know it's a good book. So this is one I'll be watching for to buy at some point. I don't know if you caught that on the cover, but it is based on a true story too. I always like comparing different illustrations and stuff with the kids between picture books too. This one had really interesting ones. Sugar and Milk. This was not a favorite. I'll give you a little peek inside. It was basically like a immigrant and one of her family members telling her a story to help her feel like she could fit in. Fatima's Great Outdoors. This one actually really exceeded my expectations. I think I'm skeptical of a lot of new picture books that are coming out, and this is a very new one, but we really liked it. The only thing that I wish is that at the end of the book, she goes back to school after camping and she's sharing about how she felt like a superhero. I wish they would have just used the word confidence, so I think that's what they were really saying. Baby Goes to Market is a book that we checked out years ago, and I was so glad to check it out again, and I know I would buy this one for the kids. We read this one over and over while we had it out. It's a really good picture book for subtraction too. Catch That Chicken is by the same author and illustrator. It's kind of funny, kind of insightful. And then B is for Baby is also by the same duo. And this one, just the whole story is told with words that start with the letter B. It's cute. I don't know that this is one that we would buy like I would the first one, but